1,594. Number of polling stations 34,684, and the number of voters 18,103,603 eligible voters, and those are the people that actually were expected to be taken to the polls. Now, the members of Parliament elected unopposed, we have got 18 in total, but some of them we've got Mr. Frank Tumwebaze from Kibale East, NRM, of course, going there unopposed. Pius Wakabi, Bugasha, NRM. Emily Kugonza, Buyanja East. We've got Enoch Nyongwe, Nakaseke District. Semwanga Javira, Buyamba. Then we have Hilary Lokwang, Ik. Jackson Karugaba Kafuzi, Chaka, and of course that is the deputy, Kafuzi there, of course, was elected recently. And among Anita Bukedia, this is one person who has actually gone through unopposed. Paparu Lilian Arua, and as we said, those are many. We've got 18 in total, but those are some of the ones that we could get for you. Then, of course, the declared winners. We're looking at the declared winners. These are the people who already know that they are going to be in Parliament for the next 5 years. Amityana Municipality, we have got 23,987 people, went to the polls, and 23,997. Those are the people that Francis Zaki, those are the votes that he got, and 6,590, those are the votes that he got actually from the 23. Now we've got others. We've got Kibedi Nsegumide, and he has also gone through Mityana North, of course, 13,854 polled, getting 13,581 votes against Sekamata. Then we've got Mityana South, 9,252 in favor of the winner, that is Lumu Richard, but Kazungu Apollo got 3,377. Let's go to Busuju constituency, and the declared winner, of course, is David Luchamuzi Kalwanga with 19,174 votes. Nyanzi Vincent losing out with 10,198 votes. That is there. Then Rushenyi County, of course, those faces there are very, very familiar. Naomi Kabasharida, independent, getting 21,762 votes compared to Mwesi Gwarukutana NRM also, who got 19,530. And Tungamo Municipality, the declared winner there is Yona Musinguzi, also NRM, who got 19,530 votes. Against Gerald Karuhanga, ANT, who has been the incumbent, but also losing out with 2,422 votes. For Toto City, woman member of Parliament, Linda Irene, a newcomer into the August House, 22,573 votes. Sylvia Ruabogo losing out, who's been the incumbent, 7,373 votes. Still now for Porto North Division, Margaret Muhanga Mgisa getting 7,911. Ruhundwa Solomon losing out with 7,820 votes. Still in Fort Portal, now we go to the Central Division. Ruhunda Alex, 11,019 votes. Then Arjuna Daka Joseph getting 8,190. Of course, Ruhunda Alex, the incumbent. Then the woman MP Kabule District, Victoria Rusoke, bouncing back 44,553 votes compared to Kobgabe Lillian's 15,156. What? This is a very, very big margin. And then we go to Russia County. Russia County, Kagwera Stephen coming out on top, 32,365 votes compared to Mwangusha Charles Simpagi, 16,360. Mwangusha, of course, a very renowned journalist there, unfortunately losing out, but there's always another time there. Also, let's go to Entebbe Municipality now, and Salongo Kakembo Michael Mbwatekamwa getting 12,528, and then Stephen Shaka Gasaja getting 8,795. Buresha County once again, Kagwera Stephen 32,365 votes, and then Mwangusha Charles, this one we had already looked at it, getting 16,660. And then we cross to Achua County. Achua County, Simon Peter Okworach getting 6,382 votes. Then Okello Patrick coming in second with 5,855 votes. Gulu Woman Member of Parliament, this is of course the declared winner, Laker Sharon Balmoy, 6,098 votes. Okello Goreti Odoki getting 4,293. Not so big a margin there for Okello losing out, but yes, that is what happened. Then directly elected members of Parliament, Boamba County, Richard Gafabusa, 27,202 votes. Then Dr. Kamanda Bataringaya, 12,732. Very surprises coming into this election. Then directly elected MPs, Bugendera County, Bugendera County, Kiza Moses Acrobat, 13,897, Kibanzanga Christopher, 13,462. That is also another surprise loss there, the incumbent. And of course, there are many surprises in this election, as we have said. But that is what we have. But also, we've got other members of Parliament who are actually who have been declared winners. I could say of Bududa. In Bududa, for example, we've got Agnes Nandutu, who is an independent, and she garnered 27,000 votes, and she's the winner, compared to Kainza Justin of NRM, who lost and she garnered only 17,700 votes. Manjia County, John Baptist Nambeshe, that is the National Unity Platform. Of course, he crossed to NUP, and he got 9,990 votes. And the loser, or the person who came second, is Moses Mukobe, NRM, who got 5,032 votes. Then we've got Bukigai County, and that is the winner is David Wakikona, NRM, with 4,198 votes. Then the loser, or the person who came second, is Wilson Watira, who is an independent. This one came with 2,172 votes. Luce County, we've got Isaac Mudoi, NRM, who garnered 9,861 votes. Geoffrey Watenga, independent, got 9,148, of course, losing out to the eventual winner, that is Isaac Mudoi of NRM. Bulambuli District, we've got Irene Muloni, NRM. Irene bouncing back, of course, 28,978 votes compared to Sarah Nambozo Wekomba, who is the incumbent, actually, who has lost out to former Minister Muloni of NRM, 19,847 votes. Now, we move on to Elgon County, and the results there that have so far come through. The winner, of course, is NRM's Nyasio Mudimi, who got 9,213 votes. Then Emma Masaba Sabuyo, FDC, losing out to Nyasio Mudimi of NRM. And now Emma Masaba Sabuyo of the FDC got 1,765 votes. Still in Elgon County, but this time Elgon County North, Gerald Nangoli, an independent, getting 15,753 votes. Then Huntington Musudo coming second, but also the loser here, getting 3,123 votes. For total municipality, of course, we've been looking at what happened there. I'll not go back to that, but I'll be moving on to other areas of the country where we've got results coming in. We've got Entebbe municipality, we've also been there. But now let's go to Gulu. Gulu, we saw in Achua County. Achua County, we got Simon Peter Okworach emerging as the winner with 6,392 votes, but Okello Patrick, who was the loser here, getting 5,855 votes. Gulu woman member of parliament. Also, I can tell you it is Laker Sharon Balmoy, which we already saw on the screen, getting 6,098 votes compared to Okello Goreti Odoki, who got 4,283 votes. Bundibugyo. Let's go to Bundibugyo now, and the woman member of parliament, the victor, of course, being Biebona Babunji Josephine, getting 36,594 votes, and Harriet Ntabazi getting 35,222 votes. Of course, there the margin not being so big. That's why you find that some people actually they shed tears, because you find a person losing by a margin of only 2-3 votes. So that is really, it's really hard to to fathom. Then directly members of parliament, we also looked at some of them. We looked at those in Wamba, but just to remind you, those of you who may be just joining us, who weren't with us as we started, Wamba County, Richard Kafabusa Richard got 27,202. Then Dr. Kamanda Bataringa getting 12,732. Then let's go to Mityana district, and Joyce Bagala coming out as the eventual winner there in the municipality woman MP with 64,305 votes. Then Judith Nabakova, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, getting 48,078 votes. Mityana municipality, the incumbent, of course, Francis Zake, coming again on top with 23,997 votes, beating John Mary Bugembe with 6,590 votes. Mityana North, Chibedi Nsegumire, of course, we looked at that one also, but he got 13,852. Dr. Sematiko Gordon getting 13,581. Small margin there, and that is why I say that at times the politics, you can cry or you can just smile. Mityana South, Lumu Richard getting 9,252 votes, compared to Kazungu Apollo, who got 3,377. Now, Busuju constituency, David Luchamuzi Kaluanga, of course, that one declared winner, 19,174 votes. Nyanzi Vincent, 10,188 votes. Ntungamo municipality, Yona Musinguzi NRM, getting 19,530 votes. Gerald Karuhanga, of course, we already saw that one, but it's not bad to remind you that Gerald Karuhanga, the incumbent, has lost with 2,422. Remember, Karuhanga was also representing the youth in Ntungamo. Rushenyi County, we've got Naomi Kabasharira with 21,762 votes. We've got Mwesigwa Kutana losing out with 19,530 votes. Arua City woman member of parliament, Maurice Osoru of NRM, getting 39,752 votes. Then Christine Abia ANT coming in second place with 14,044 votes. Let's go to Aivu now, Aivu West constituency. Lematio John of NRM got 11,269. Then Atiku Bernard, who is an independent, got 9,109. Of course, on the screen there, you can see that these are some of the statistics that we've got. The Central Region registered voters with this is 5,637,174. Then the polling stations were 9,157. So these are some of the statistics, and this is as the election took place. But right about now, I'd like to hand you over to Sharon to see what she has got for us, and as far as some of the news stories that we've gathered for you this evening are concerned. But remember that we are here, we're working around the clock to ensure that we give you everything as it unfolds from all the other district tally centers and here at the National Tally Center. Over to you, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Kija. Well, you're still watching UBC TV Inspiring Uganda from the Election Hub. We'll keep bringing you updates from what is transpiring before we have the final results from the presidential elections tomorrow. Well, the EC told us that we'll have those results at 4 p.m. My name is Sharon Chomdisha Senyongan. Thank you so much for always watching and keeping up with the updates. In some of the updates today, President Yoweri Museveni is in a comfortable lead of the election results so far released with 3,910,725 votes, representing 62.74% of the total votes cast. Now, Museveni is closely followed by popstar turned politician Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert with 1,444,508 votes, representing 29.34% of the total votes cast. Forum for Democratic Change engineer Patrick Amuriat Oboy is in a distant third with 202,605 votes, representing 4.11% of the total votes cast. The chairman of the Electoral Commission, Justice Simon Byabakama, announced this at his 5th release of cumulative results at Kyambogo Cricket Grounds.
On internet, in our preparations, I think we recognize that the usual internet could have or develop or have issues, so we do not want to take chances, and we designed our own system of transmitting these results. This is something technical really which I cannot explain sufficiently for you to appreciate. But one thing I would like you to know is that we have our own system by which we are transmitting these results. So we do not have any problem with that. And that's why we said the internet shutdown is not at all impinging or hindering our transmission process. And that's why we are able to announce to you the results as they come in. And as I've said, so far, I think we have attained about 50% of the results across the country which we have received. Now, we are not selectively picking on the results that are being transmitted. I think these results are what I know is that results are transmitted from the various points or returning district tally centers across the country, as and when they are ready or received by the district tally center. This morning I was in touch with some of our tally centers, and they too were continuing the process of receiving the results for preparation for transmission to this tally center. So it's not selective, not to now pick out this one, we leave the other one. No, once they are ready and this tally center transmits them, then we aggregate them and announce them to the public. Now, so in that regard, therefore, I may not be able to give you the breakdown, but these ones are coming or have come from this polling station in this area, or this district. We may not be able to give you those details right now. Now, DR forms, yes, as I indicated, the first publicity of the polling stations or announcement of the results of the electoral outcome at every polling station is the declaration of results form, which is filled or prepared after counting of the ballot papers. And the presiding officer appends his or her signature together with the candidates, the agents of the candidates who are present at that polling station. But we have seen in practice, at times the agents decline to sign these forms for reasons known to themselves. Either they are not satisfied or whatever it is, but that does not in law stop the process of validating those results, because it's optional. If the agent wants to sign, he or she signs. Now, if they do not sign, that does not invalidate the results from that polling station. So I cannot, therefore, conclusively say that all the declaration of results forms were signed by the agents of the candidates. And
in more updates, National Unity Platform presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu says he will reveal his next course of actions in a few hours. Now, Kyagulanyi asserts that the preliminary results released so far, which are projecting an NRM early lead, don't reflect the will of the people. The legislator claims to be in possession of a documented series of irregularities, which he says will be released soon.
Our people have been asking Mr. Byabakama to tell them where he is getting the results he's announcing from. However, Mr. Byabakama and his team do not know. They don't seem to know where those results are coming from because they are not in charge.
Not to now pick out this one, we leave the other one. No. Once they are ready and this study center transmits them, then we aggregate them and announce them to the public.
He draws confidence from the provisional results released so far for Member of Parliament, which are indicating a massive win for NUP candidates in Central Region.
Most of our NUP parliamentary candidates are leading by far. Is evidence that we are leading. And just to let you know that the majority, many of our NUP candidates were getting the same range of votes with me, and in very many cases, I, as an individual, was getting even many more votes than our NUP candidates.
Kyagulanyi also claimed to be in possession of video documentation revealing what he called voter fraud. The Kyadondo East legislator also emphasized that he will meet with party leaders in the coming days to forge a way forward. However, the Chairman Electoral Commission, Justice Simon Byabakama, denied knowledge of any form of rigging and urged Robert Kyagulanyi to prove the allegation.
Since Honorable Kyagulanyi is in possession of the 34,684 declaration of results forms, let him show the country in what manner, in what form the results are rigged. As I said yesterday, the Commission here are the last people to know the outcome, because we can only get to know the outcome from each polling station as and when our returning officers from the respective districts transmit the results.
Tallying of votes for the just concluded parliamentary and presidential elections is still ongoing, and the Electoral Commission has been updating the public on new developments. Samuel Senono, UBC News.
The Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Eliud Tumwesigye, and the one for Tourism and Antiquities, Professor Ephraim Kamuntu, have protested their defeat in the ongoing elections. Now, the two only senior cabinet ministers in Shema are claiming that had it not been for the rampant rigging of vote bribery and intimidation of their supporters, they would have won.
Shema Municipality Member of Parliament, also the Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Eliud Tumwesigye, has lost his seat to a newcomer and a former tax collector, Dickson Kateshumbwa. Dr. Tumwesigye attributes his loss to malpractices in election and is ready to seek court redress.
You know, and everybody knows the contribution I've made NRM. In 2018, I had to come and make sure the opposition does not take over municipality.
But the returning officer, Shema District, Honest Baguma, believes the election was fair and verifiable through the use of a biometric machine.
No one is being allowed to vote without going through the biometric voter verification kit. So the moment a person votes, he cannot vote again.
The incoming Member of Parliament, Shema Municipality, Dickson Kateshumbwa, has, however, started drawing a master plan for his electorates.
Majorly, it is the youth unemployment. We have to try and attract investment in this municipality by encouraging the people of Shema to invest back home, by encouraging the outside investors to come and invest in value addition of our products that we make here.
The incumbent Member of Parliament, Shema South, who also doubles as the Minister of Tourism and Antiquities, Professor Ephraim Kamuntu, has also lost to a fellow academician, Professor Elijah Mushemeza, an independent. Mushemeza was declared winner with 12,862 votes against Kamuntu's 12,658, a difference of 204 votes. Kamuntu says he is to investigate the loopholes that might have resulted into the victory of his rival. Meanwhile, Rosemary Nyachikongoro has won the Shema District Woman Member of Parliamentary seat with 34,240 votes against the incumbent Atuhairo Jacqueline, who garnered 29,598 votes.
All our roads are the worst in the whole of Western Uganda. So that is something that we are going, because the moment we begin working on the roads, it is going to empower our economic development, and our people are going to boost, their businesses are going to be boosted.
Well, that and more stories coming your way on what is exactly transpiring when it comes to the elections. Downtown Kampala district has been peaceful and quiet along most streets in Kampala and the city centre today as Ugandans wait for the election declaration this weekend. Now, most arcades, city malls, shop units are closed and there's social distance among those transacting along the street since vendors and most street traders have not reported for work today. Take a look.
Being a business hub for many Ugandans that transact daily in Kampala, Friday has been different. It's usually a beehive of activity, and congestion is always visible for most city vendors and traders. Just like any other working day, where business-minded people are expected to come for work, this time round it's been totally different because of few shoppers coming to the city centre. There is little turn-up along most streets, right from St. Balikudembe Stretch, Yamaha Centre, Allen Road, Namirembe Road, up to Chikubo Lane. The street traders that have managed to show up are, however, scattered and complain of no customers. There is deployment along the streets. Security officers can be seen on top of buildings, a sign that Uganda's security is guaranteed as the country awaits Electoral Commission declaration this weekend. Security is carrying out its rounds to maintain law and order as they make movements all through the city centre and the nearby streets of Kampala. Sandra Kahunde, Andrew Sabira, UBC News.
Well, those are some of the updates downtown Kampala. In more stories, taxi and bus operators have registered a very low turn-up of passengers. Now, this has been attributed to most people travelling to villages because of the alleged anticipated violence after polling day.
The election period has visibly slowed down business, especially in the transport sector. UBC TV news crew traversed Kampala Central Business District to ascertain the cause of the business slowdown. Pedestrians were also few, and it could take minutes to see people and taxis moving. Shops in Kampala have also been closed. Transport fares at different bus stations have also been reduced with a low turn-up of passengers. Taxi and bus operators claim that business will pick up after the election period. However, security was alert along the streets, ostensibly to maintain law and order. I'm Ivan Juko, reporting for UBC News here in Kampala.
Thank you so much, Bule, for that wonderful report on how transport is faring in town. Now, we have our reporter, Susan Naunga, who is in Kamuli, and she's going to be updating us on what has exactly transpired and what do people expect. Susan, can you hear us? Can you please update us on what has transpired in Kamuli district? Hello?
Yes, Sharon.
Yes, Susan, how are you? How was your day?
Very well, family.
Please update us on what exactly has happened today.
We have a very full election in Kamuli. There has been actually very minimal crowds in Kamuli polls. Although we had tallying at the main center start a little late last night around 11 midnight. But nonetheless, the process went on well. By 5 p.m. this evening, the returning officer had already started announcing the winners. And for Kamuli municipality, the successor to late Rehma Watongola, and that is the Kayanga Barbara Watongola, defeated her opponent, who is the NRM, from the NRM party, Masula. Kayanga Barbara managed to garner 5,911 votes, and her opponent garnered 5,359. For Kamuli District Woman MP, still the incumbent, who is also the Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, beat her opponent. Rebecca Kadaga garnered 92,388, defeating her immediate opponent, Salam Musumba Rovesi. Salam Musumba managed to garner 26,851. And of course, another controversial constituency, and that is Ugabula South. The incumbent, who is Morris Kibalia, managed to beat his immediate opponent. But basically, Kamuli is good. No chaos, zero chaos, and the second half was good. Everything went on well.
Yes, transpired in Kamuli. Congratulations to the winner, and GBC TV will still keep you updated on everything that happens at the election hub. Right now, I'll hand over to Charles Odongtho, who will be giving you more updates on what is transpiring and what is happening in the elections.
Have you witnessed any election-related incidents? Report the incidents to the Women's Situation Room Uganda on these toll-free helplines. Central Region 0800-333-433, Eastern Region 0800-333-434, Northern Region 0800-333-435, Western Region 0800-333-436. You can also download the Amani app on Google Play Store. This message is brought to you by Women's Situation Room Uganda. Peace is in our hands.
Luhao si hohukusa hohukulahulanya nohukuletera emirembe manidde olwo mundu onahwoseho bino.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries hereby informs the public that following reports of the fish deaths on Lake Victoria and Choga, samples of fish and water were picked from a number of landing sites for laboratory analysis. Final results from the 3 laboratories have ruled out poisoning as a cause of fish